When someone says, remote control, you might still picture little plastic cars from the toy aisle. But some people have pushed the idea so far that calling them toys doesn't even make sense anymore. Today, we're diving into some of the wildest RC machines ever built, each one unique, each one pushing the limits of what an RC model can be. So get ready, because once you see this lineup, you'll never think of remote-controlled vehicles the same way again. Let's start strong. This V25, nicknamed Apache Princess, earns respect the moment it rolls onto the runway. Its sheer size is impressive on its own, but then you spot the twin 400 cubic centimeters radial engines mounted under the wings. That's when it hits you. Each engine is a powerhouse, and together they drive this nearly 150 kilograms giant like a miniature World War bomber. It's the kind of RC plane that makes the crowd go quiet, just to hear those propellers spin up and feel the rumble as it takes off. Leaving the bomber behind and moving to ground level, we find the Audi 100 RC essentially a rolling mechanical experiment. Instead of using a standard electric or nitro motor, the builder equipped it with a 3-cylinder radial engine, a setup almost never seen in custom RC cars. This unusual configuration gives the model a completely different sound and behavior, turning a simple RC sedan into a miniature engineering showcase. Every time it runs, you can't help but stare, wondering how such a rare and complex engine ended up powering a car this size. Pushing speed to the absolute limit, this project accelerates even in its own description. The builder took the concept of a normal RC car, stripped it down to nothing, and rebuilt it around a carbon fiber chassis powered by a turbine engine normally found in RC jets. The mission couldn't be clearer: beat his own Guinness World Record, previously set at over 94 miles per hour. Now he's aiming even higher with a machine that's faster, steadier, and engineered with precision. Its aerodynamics were refined in a virtual wind tunnel, and every custom-made component is dedicated to one thing, keeping the car pinned to the ground as it chases a new speed milestone. RC driving reaches a whole new dimension when a first-person view with head tracking enters the scene. The onboard camera mirrors every movement of your head, instantly shifting your perspective as if you were sitting inside the cockpit. Suddenly, you're not watching the model, you're living it. The curves start to feel instinctive, braking carries real tension, and any quick maneuver delivers that familiar rush in your stomach. Even though you're standing outside, transmitter in hand, the experience tricks your senses into believing you're behind the wheel, carving through the track in real time. Keeping the series going, we move to something on an entirely different scale. An RC aircraft carrier so massive it steals attention the moment it touches the water. Built from simple materials and engineered in 2 sections for easy transport, it relies on a weighted keel and carefully placed ballast to stay steady. A custom power module drives the whole structure, and the deck is populated with dozens of 1:48 scale figures that bring the ship to life. But the real show begins when an RC aircraft rolls down the miniature runway. Watching it pick up speed, lift off, and disappear over the lake turns the scene into a tiny naval operation in motion. It's one of those builds that blurs the line between hobby and full-blown engineering. Back in the realm of homemade prototypes, this V22 became the builder's personal testing ground. He experimented with multiple rotor systems, only to discover that each new idea introduced fresh vibrations and even more instability. In the end, he ditched the complex mechanisms and switched to a simple servo-driven tilt setup, lighter, cleaner, and far more reliable. With that solved, he designed a PLA fuselage with internal ribs, giving the model enough rigidity to hover smoothly and even handle mid-transition flight. But the real challenge appears during landing. As soon as the engines rotate back, the center of mass shifts too abruptly, and the whole aircraft drops out of balance. It's clear this prototype still has some fine-tuning ahead before it behaves like the real thing. Coming straight from Russia, this prototype nicknamed Serenity immediately stands out for its unusual build. Its frame is made from thin tubes and sharply angled panels that look anything but conventional. The wing layout appears odd at first glance, almost experimental, yet every surface has a purpose. Despite its strange proportions, the aircraft manages to hold steady in flight, which is already a major accomplishment for something this unconventional. What really makes Serenity fascinating is how it seems to defy design logic while still performing with full control. It looks fragile, almost improvised, but once in the air it remains surprisingly stable. It's the kind of model that feels like it shouldn't work, yet it proves itself every time it lifts off challenging expectations and shows how creativity can push aeronautical design in unexpected directions. Take a look at these two miniature giants. First is the Bushmaster, equipped with a massive 29-inch carbon fiber propeller and an engine that delivers serious thrust. For an RC model, it carries an impressive presence, combining size, power, and precision in a way that instantly commands attention. Facing it is the TCUB prototype, even bigger and engineered with incredible detail. Despite its large dimensions, it remains surprisingly lightweight, packing complex design choices into just a few kilograms. Together, both models show how far RC engineering can go, turning small-scale aircraft into powerful, high-performance machines. Back in the skies, the massive FC-1 immediately steals the show even before takeoff. Its layered blue paint job gives it a strong visual presence on the ground, making it stand out from any angle. But once you get closer, one detail dominates everything: the enormous turbine intake. The intake looks oversized compared to the rest of the jet, and that alone makes its purpose clear. This model was built for power and airflow above all else, pushing performance to the limit. One glance is enough to understand that the FC-1 isn't just another RC jet, it's a statement. Staying in the world of fighters, the RC MiG-25 is one of those models that instantly changes the atmosphere of any event. Its presence alone draws attention, but up close the precision becomes even clearer. Every line, every angle, every surface is built to echo the real interceptor it's inspired by. What truly stands out is the twin turbine setup powering the aircraft. The engines give this RC jet the thrust and authority it needs to perform, turning the MiG-25 into a miniature powerhouse. It's the kind of model that doesn't just fly, it dominates the sky. Back on four wheels, the miniature Auto Union Type C looks more like a portable engineering exhibit than a simple RC model. With more than 1,000 pieces of metal parts, copper details, and precision-cut components, it assembles like a high-definition mechanical puzzle, each piece fitting with incredible accuracy. All this craftsmanship honors the legendary mid-mounted V16 engine that defined an era of motorsport. It's the same configuration that powered Bernd Rosemeyer across European circuits, now recreated in reduced scale but with the same respect for the original machine. This tiny Type C isn't just a model, it's a tribute to racing history. Swapping realism for pure controlled chaos, this Mini Cooper RC becomes an entirely different creature once it's fitted with a motor that screams at 100,000 revolutions per minute and a hidden 6S battery tucked inside the chassis. At first, it behaves like a normal track car, rolling along smoothly and following the driver's commands without complaint. But the moment the extra power is unleashed, everything changes. The little car skids, hops, spins, scorches the floor, and chews through tires in seconds, all while the body struggles to keep up with the sheer violence underneath. It's not just fast, it's a tiny, wild explosion of energy on wheels. Back in the world of giant RC aircraft, the Boeing 777X RC stands out immediately with its long fuselage and paint scheme that closely mimics the real airliner. Once in the air, its sheer size becomes even more impressive. The landing gear demands absolute precision, since even the slightest mistake shows up in the nose during descent, turning every approach into a tense moment for everyone watching. When the model finally completes its circuit and touches down, you can feel the shared sigh of relief from the crowd. Watching that much weight return safely to the ground after a full flight is its own kind of spectacle, and it proves just how skilled the pilot has to be to keep this massive RC aircraft under control. From the Netherlands comes the Scout Pulse Jet, one of the boldest RC projects ever attempted. Instead of a normal turbine, it uses a real pulse jet engine running on non-stop micro-explosions that create raw thrust. The result is a sound so powerful and sharp that you can feel it in your chest the moment it fires up. Its flights don't last long, but every second is a show. The Scout Pulse Jet proves just how far RC builders and pilots are willing to push their machines, trading smooth performance for pure intensity and unforgettable spectacle. One of the most creative RC builds out there is this giant 1 minute and 7.5 second scale Kirovets K-700 tractor. The model is already impressive on its own, fully functional and packed with detail, but the creator didn't stop there. Behind it, the big K-700 tows two smaller versions of itself, a 1/16 scale and an even tinier 1/32 scale model. Seeing all three rolling together is a perfect mix of engineering skill and playful imagination. It's a moving lineup that feels like a tribute to the classic tractor, turning a simple RC project into a memorable and funny mechanical display. Ending on a super sports car, this 1:1 scale Lamborghini RC immediately grabs attention. Its bright green paint and low, aggressive stance make it impossible to ignore, capturing the essence of a true supercar even in miniature form. The real marvel is at the rear, a fully functional V12 engine, just like the real thing. Every component was carefully assembled by hand, creating a meticulously crafted project aimed at replicating not just the look, but the behavior and presence of the original Lamborghini, all controlled remotely.